Theme parks. The places to have fun, eat cotton candy, puke, get anxiety from the amount of people in there. It's the whole pack. I've never been a fan of theme parks because everything around you is loud and sweaty because people are screaming around you and the sun is burning. My sister, on the other hand, loves theme parks, especially the roller coasters. And I can't stand them, probably because my spoiled ass gets dizzy after standing up. How do I get down? And I'm not even tall. I'll never understand the thrill of roller coasters. It's like, hey, would you like to feel like you're falling down 100 meters while there's a crowd of people screaming bloody murder around you? Yeah, that's my favorite. One summer I was in a theme park with my dad and my sister. My sister wanted to go to every ride in the park, but she didn't want to go alone, so she just dragged me and my dad around the park. Luckily, I had been successfully avoiding majority of them, until we got to one of the worst ones. It was gonna be the last ride we went on before we left the park, and my sister really wanted to go there. We stood in a line for just enough time for my sister and my dad to convince me to come too. And that's when I sold my soul to the devil. We finally got to the guard who lets people on the ride, and my sister was so hyped. She was so ready to scream her guts out. But then the guard said, "You're too short for the ride." My dad and I watched as my sister looked down to her feet. And then she turned to us, with the widest grin on her face. She looked like a freaking villain. My dad asked, "Why are you smiling? I thought you wanted to go on the ride." Well, now I get to look at you two having a good time. That freaking sociopath. She knew we couldn't turn back anymore, and she just wanted to see us suffer. Me and my dad step on the ride, and it's so much worse than we expected. First of all, it's not like a typical ride. First, you step on the metal cage, and they strap like a safety belt around you and close the cage. And then, it turns horizontally. My dad was still laughing, and I felt like puking. The ride slowly starts to go up, and as I regret my life decisions, just then we realize how high up this actually was. The ride stops. It's dead quiet. I hear my dad mutter, "Oh shit." And then the ride drops. It went from 0 to 100 in a millisecond. Everyone around me was screaming and my feeble body was hopping around the cage. When we get out of the death trap, my dad musters out more swears than I thought was possible, and I look like I had puked my guts out. Luckily didn't. But I still feel like that ride aged me 50 years. My sister had the widest grin a living being could have. She happily hopped along us and looked like this made her more happy than if she could have gone to the ride. Well, at least someone was enjoying their time. Thank you for watching the whole video. I'm really happy if you survived. I'm trying my best to make these videos as entertaining as possible, but I'm not very good at it yet, so any critique is wanted. I'll add pictures of the ride if I find any so you can see what kind of death trap it is. And I wanna add that the ride isn't as dangerous as I made it sound like, I'm just dramatic. Thanks for watching the video.